James Smith, the Lady Demon assistant coach who became our head coach, who averaged 20 wins a season as a head coach, would go on with a resume. But there are so many things that don't necessarily fit on the resume. Great memories, Coach. You have 1,000 of them. What's a couple?
Doug, I've had more than 1,000, but there's a number of things that jump out. But one of them, we're playing Duke in the semifinals of the WNIT. It's back when we had Teresa Thomas, Annie Harris, Linda Grace, and Sandy Pugh, that great team. We're one down with 6 seconds to go, and Teresa brings it the length of the floor, penetrates, kicks it to Annie in the short corner on the right side, and she knocks it in as the buzzer goes off, and we beat them by 1. That was a great win there, but about 10 or 12 years later, we're playing Duke in Shreveport to draw a crowd. They had the player from Shreveport at Duke, and we said, well, we'll play him in Shreveport. Well, she came to the press conference and did make the statement. She said, we're 1-0, or y'all are 1-0 against Duke. I'm bringing Warriors with me. And she did when they came to Shreveport. But they even did score up at 1-1 after the game in Shreveport. But I do, one of the great wins is us beating Duke in the WNIT.
All right. You had so many people around this program who really cared about the program, community people. Talk about the support this program had.
Oh, that's one of the reasons, or it probably is the biggest reason that it's been as successful as it has. The townspeople have been just wonderful since the beginning of women's basketball, I think in 1976. But I've had great friends and family that help raise money and do the things necessary. I go back, I think of yourself and David Stamey, Steve Wiggins, George Etheridge, I could go on and on, Ray Penny, that helped raise money to bring our program up. We've had the Don't Die, I think, for like 26, 27 years, and that's probably raised $150,000, $200,000 in that period of time, which that means a great deal to women's basketball. But you look back, and it's been the people of Natchitoches and the friends and family that really brought this program along.
Talk about Pat Pearson.
Pat I met in, I believe it was 1975. She was recruiting one of my players. I was coaching at Downsville at the time. I had a great team up there, and she was recruiting Tracy Taylor at the time. And that's where I first met Pat. Tracy signs here, and Pat asked me to come, and I did. And it was a joy. I love being an assistant coach, and with her. She did the defense, which I'm not a defensive coach at all. I loved offense, and we were just kind of like Coke and ice cream. We just went together and had great years together. And it was sad. I didn't want her to go to East Carolina when she went, but she did. And had to come back. But she and I did a great job together. I enjoyed working with Pat.